back, guys, to Pastor's Coffee, episode 62. Kind of can't believe they're saying that number, 62. Brooks, everybody's wondering, how is your week going?
I'm tired, but I'm doing well. Actually, really good. It's been awesome having JJ home and learning, and yeah, I mean, there's just nothing like it. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit more, but it's been surreal. Every day doesn't feel real. I
Yeah,
still don't think it's set in. Um, some of those nights made it feel a little bit more real, but
yeah,
um, it's been great. It's been great. Mackenzie's doing really well, and um,
good.
I just got back into the office this week. I'm not working full days, kind of taking like half days and um, just trying to get caught up on some things. But yeah, things are really good. How are
Good.
things your way? You got a packed house too, so
Yeah, yeah, it's going good. We went to a wedding this past weekend. Um, Kate Fleming and JT. Well, I guess not Fleming anymore. I forget their last name now. But Albina's friend from Wisconsin was getting married, and she was, and I was down in South Carolina. So that was a good trip. We just took Liam. Leia wanted to stay back and sing in her kids' choir on Sunday.
good.
So my mom and grandma kind of tag team and watching her and taking her there. And
Yeah,
um, so it was just a good weekend. We went to Memorial Day, did a little cookout at my mom's house, and had some good food. And
what was the spread?
it was some ribs out of the smoker, and
Okay.
some mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had pasta salad. I'm not a big pasta salad guy, but that was
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Albina mainly. So,
Okay,
but mac and cheese with some barbecue ribs
that'll
was
do it. Yes, that'll
that'll
do
do
it.
it. You don't need anything else. Um, but it was a good time. Pool was a little cold. The water was
I'm
freezing.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
So I did get in, but not for long.
Yeah,
But did you guys do anything over Memorial Day, or just
yeah.
kind
We
of
were we were at my mom's. It was the
okay?
first time we got JJ out of the house, so that was cool to just get out for a little bit.
Yeah,
To
driving
be
about
outside.
25
Oh
miles an
man,
hour down the road.
as slow as I ever have, and yeah, got to be outside a little bit, play some cornhole with the cousins and
There you go.
uncles and everything, and yeah, it was a good time. So
Good.
yeah,
Well, if you haven't picked up already, JJ's here.
yeah,
We're gonna have to fix our cover on YouTube. It's
yeah,
just a
yeah.
little picture of the ultrasound. Now we
It's
have
true.
an actual
Yeah,
picture, so we're gonna have
we
to
got a
we're gonna have
face.
to change that up. Um, but I wanted to just go ahead and ask you, and I'm sure everybody's wondering how is your expectations from
Yeah,
beforehand into reality now? What is the same? What's different? What's something you didn't expect?
yeah.
Give
Um,
us a little rundown.
I think I don't know if there's one expectation that I had was correct. If
Mm-hmm.
if I'm honest, the love that I thought I would have for him, I mean, it's not even close. Like as soon as and it was exactly what you said too. As soon as I held him, was when I broke. Fully set in. I think I've said it, a few times when we talked off camera, but it was just amazing how fast the birth went. I was kind of surprised with how quick it went because we got into the hospital, she was 1 centimeter dilated. Like, and if you don't know anything about that process, he's not ready. And by the next morning, I mean, by the time she started pushing, he was out in 10 minutes. So it was nurses rushing in, and it happened so fast, it almost didn't feel real until I
Mm-hmm.
finally got to hold him. So I think just the love that you have instantly, I didn't, I mean, I did expect it, but the full feeling,
The full
um,
feeling of it.
yeah, it's amazing. So I didn't, I guess I didn't fully expect how difficult the nights would be. I mean, everybody talks about it, but until you fully experience it, not
Mm-hmm.
operating on a ton of sleep, it's tough and it's easy to get
Yeah.
frustrated, but it's at the same time it's just awesome having him, and
Yeah.
you get frustrated about the lack of sleep, and then you realize what you're holding, and it's like I think I'm gonna be all right. So
Yeah.
um, so I guess that just quick hitters. That's probably the first expectations. I don't know you. I don't know if you had the same thing, but you feel kind of different about yourself too. At least for me,
Yeah.
like I feel like just a different stage of life, which I am. It's different, but
Mm-hmm. You feel like an old guy now.
Older, I think is just the right word.
Yeah,
I do. I feel
I
older.
think.
Um,
Yeah, I think like when that happens, like you really like in a marriage, you know, you and Mackenzie, Albie and I, just us.
mm,
You know, there is that leadership that we have,
sure. Yeah.
but like now that there's another kid and there's a kid in the house, you kind of really have to step up in that leadership,
Yeah.
basically. And
Yeah.
you feel the weight of the leadership. Like I didn't
Yeah.
feel
It's a
that
good way
when
to
I
put
got
it.
married. Like I didn't feel the sense of like obviously Albina's my responsibility, but she's also a full grown woman
Sure.
who can take care of herself if something would happen to me.
Yeah.
Where in Liam or Leia's case, if I was gone, they can't really take care of themselves,
Yeah.
especially Liam.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that responsibility of leadership kind of just really kind of hits you, I think, at that moment.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I think it's something we don't often really talk about or think about. But and then also just as a dad, you kind of feel helpless sometimes
Oh man.
because like
Yeah.
you can change the diaper, and
Yep.
you can help out, but like that connection between the kid and the mom is something
Yep.
special,
Yep.
and that's something we'll never feel, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Is there any thoughts from Mackenzie?
Um.
Mackenzie's point of view that she
Well,
kind of
the
expected and
the feedings for her. I mean, she's got to feed him every 2 hours. So it's that helpless word is about as true as you can
hmm
say from my point of view because like I mean she's up with him every single time. Like the only relief I can give her is holding him for a couple hours, and then
hmm
she's got to because he's so dependent on her right now.
yeah.
And I know that she feels the weight of that. She's handling it like a champ. She's doing so well, and I've said this too before that you start to view your wife in a different way too. Like already, her obviously I loved her more than anything, but it's even at a different point now. Just seeing her take care of him and
Yeah.
how she's stepped up and already grown this fast,
hmm
in doing it. She's really good at it, like already, and it's like I'm not,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. And,
Yeah.
she just knows how to hold him. She knows how to get him calmed down, and
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see. So,
It's like that natural instinct
yeah,
almost
yeah, it's
kicks in.
wild.
That's just a whole nother topic. How
Yep,
women, that's just a whole
motherly
different
instinct.
topic.
It's a real thing. Yeah,
Motherly, it really is. Because
yeah,
as soon as Albina, she, this is all new to us.
sure,
She had
sure. Yeah,
experience help raising kids.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
this is just a whole different
Oh,
ball
absolutely.
game.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but she just kind of knew what to do. Where if you threw me the baby, I'm like I can hold, and
Yeah,
someone's going to have to show me how to change the diaper.
right, right.
I feel like and you have
That
to be
is
so gentle and
Well, that's another thing that we can talk about because the nurses are not gentle with the baby, and that scares
no,
me to death because they're whipping
yeah,
him around. Guys, this was. I hope this isn't TMI, but it was just kind of wild. But as soon as he's out,
hmm
he gets pushed out. The cord was just wrapped around him just a little bit. It wasn't crazy, but she flipped him up in the air, and the cord just came untangled, and she was like, "There you go." I was like, "Did you just throw
Oh,
him up?"
you just threw a newborn baby?
And I'm sitting there like scared to touch him, and they're
Yeah,
just moving his hand and putting his head over, and I'm like, oh my
yeah.
gosh! But I mean, there was another thing about um. I'd like to cut this out. I just lost. I've never done that. I've never done that before. I'm sleep deprived. I've never done that ever.
Well, let me say something real quick before
Yeah,
I'll join into the throwing here.
yeah,
When Albina had Liam, it was like that, and they were. He was fine. The cord wasn't wrapped around him, but
yeah,
she had some medical stuff going on,
yeah.
and they threw him on top of Albina. Like it was.
It's crazy.
There you go. She like caught him, and he's all
That is wild.
And they're the grossest things though, as well.
Oh, I
And
know.
until they come back. Did
Yeah,
you cut the cord?
I did. I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I
was a little
can
weird as
I
well.
can still hear the sniff. It was
Oh,
wild.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something I need to do every time, but I feel like I should out of the
Right.
whole,
Right.
I feel like I should do something medically out of that
Yeah.
whole experience. But,
I know what it was now. It was because she's on the feed so often. I've
hmm
taken on diaper duty, which I don't love, but if that's my sacrifice, I absolutely
yeah,
deserve that because she's doing
yeah.
so much. So it's I've been the diaper man. So I'm
There you
learning
go. You have a
quick
little
two
setup.
wipes. So yeah, I
Yeah.
do. It's we've been hanging out in the living room most of
Okay.
um the time just because the first night we were kind of taking shifts. Like she would stay out there just so we would get a little bit of sleep, and because he was pretty restless the first few nights, just
Yeah.
pretty fussy at night, and so one of us was in the bedroom, and then the other was out just trying to hold him so the other could get some sleep, and um, it ended up the way our bed's set up. It can like the bassinet's only on her side, so I could never really get to him. Whereas in the living room we have a couch and it's kind of catty cornered, and I
Yeah.
mean, but for those who
hmm
don't, it's we just put his little pack and play in the middle of both of us, and first one to get him to kind of settle him down has been it. But some nights
Yeah.
it's one of us in the bed, but some nights we've just been sleeping on the couch to just try to keep him calmed down a little bit. But it's
We should have a
we're
comfy
figuring it out.
couch.
Yeah, yeah, we're figuring it out. So
Yeah. Yeah. We used formula, so
yeah,
I could feed Liam
right,
easily.
right.
Um, and so that's something different, I guess, between us two. I
Yeah, yeah,
was able to help out in that way.
yeah,
So we kind of both just did our fair share. Albina was more of the night person.
yep,
She
yep.
is more of a
Mackenzie
night
is too.
owl.
Yep, yep.
And so I, I don't work well off little sleep, and I
Me
learned
either.
that a lot.
Mackenzie would say amen to this. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
been.
I can be a little crabby. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
So, all day I got the diapers and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But once night comes around, I feel like I just need to sleep. But
Yeah,
it's just a fun experience, and
yeah,
as every other person says, it's gonna go by so fast, and
yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be like, man, I thought we were just changing the newborn diapers. Now now that's another crazy thing.
Yeah.
Is seeing them go from diapers to diapers, like newborn 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
and like
right.
Liam's at 6 right now,
That's crazy.
and it's like
Yeah.
he's getting close to not having to do any of that. With this amount of sleep, we'll do something a little different into here.
Okay.
Before we get to our top 5 blind drinking.
Okay.
I just want to know, with that little sleep, have you been able to watch any of these NBA games that's been going on?
I have a little bit, not as much as I'd like, but I did see that last Thunder game, and I think they're gonna pull it off, man.
It's looking like it.
Nobody, the Pacers are not gonna beat them. No way. No
No.
way. They just don't match up well.
They're both at 3-1 as of right now, right?
Yeah, and I think
And Thunder play tonight, I'm pretty sure.
it's in. Is it in OKC tonight? It's game
Yeah.
5. Yeah, that one might be done tonight. But
I think it will be.
I think New York gets to game 6, and Indiana wins in 6. I think New York gets one more game, but
Yeah.
and then the Thunder might sweep the Pacers. I mean, I just
Either
think
one, honestly.
yeah, the Knicks would match up a little bit better. I feel like.
Yeah.
But
The Pacers just have they can get that ball going and get
well,
the
they've got
point
shooters
tracking up.
everywhere.
But the Thunder are just so well rounded, where if they
Too
stop
deep.
them offensively a little bit, it's over.
Yep.
So,
Yep. It's too deep.
um,
So
I'm
it's
excited.
looking like it. Looking like
I'm excited.
they'll get one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with the NBA in mind, this past week, yeah, our boy Evan LaValle had a birthday, and so I texted him happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then he responded in this, and let me see if I can pull up the exact text message. Really
Okay.
quick.
Oh, Evan's one of the best.
He said, dude, you should do a segment on your podcast with Brooks about how many points do you think you guys could score on an average WNBA player.
Trying to get me in trouble.
So, I'll let you think about it since I've
Oh,
already
man.
seen it. And I'm going to point out a player,
Okay.
Angel Reese.
Oh,
Okay, I don't care how tall she is. I know I'm 5'5". I know I'm 5'5". My defense is good enough for her.
it doesn't have to be.
Exactly.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
I
Oh,
think,
man.
and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but that brought it up, and Evan brought it up, and I just had to.
Okay.
I'm confident. We'll say a game to 11, just to say it. 1-on-1, Angel
Okay.
Reese and Nathan Stifler on the basketball court. I'm confident that I could win. Not 11-0.
Win.
Not 11-0. I think I could win. There ain't no way. That's what she does, the pump fake.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
confident. I think I could. All I gotta do is rebound the ball.
Let's.
I think 11-7. I'm calling it.
7-11. Wow. Man. We just have to set this up.
Angel Reese. Come on out to Memorial Heights Baptist Church where we got a rim here.
You know how funny that would be.
We'll record it.
Oh,
We'll give you all the money for it. All the money that we
would
get
be
from it.
Too funny. My cheeks hurt from laughing. That would be hilarious.
Okay, so I'll hit. Now listen, if I'm getting 11-7,
By that logic, I don't know. I feel like I got a shot, but I don't know. She's tall, man. She's tall.
she is. How tall is she? Do we know?
I think she's ever been at 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, that's like Garden Isaac Reinhardt.
She might be even taller than that. I don't know. I don't
She
know how
might
tall
be.
she is. I don't know. I really don't know how tall she is. But are you looking
But
up?
if you, I'm gonna look it up really quick. 6'3", 6'3".
Yeah,
If
that
I
was most
had,
guards in college. That was a lot of guards in college. Yeah.
and how many points did you put up? Average.
Well, my average was a little bit over 19. So.
That's more than 11.
Yeah. Oh goodness, I don't know.
If it was just take Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark is a whole different breed. And
Kim Clark probably beat me. Pretty good.
she would beat me. I'm confident in that. But
Yeah,
Angel Reese,
she would.
let me tell you,
Yeah. I don't know. I'd feel confident going into it. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. if you had to give a score,
I feel like she for sure, just because she's taller than me, score a few in the post. But if we're starting at the 3-point line, I don't think she'd be able to dribble around me. I think I could pick her pretty much most of the time. I don't know, maybe I'm too confident on that. But I don't know, I sound so bad right now. But I don't know. We'll say 11-9. It's 9-9. I hit a 3-pointer
okay.
to take the game.
I guess I'm a better basketball player now.
Oh man.
How would she get to? She wouldn't get to 9 though. Probably. I guess. Well, if it's 1s and 2s, she could.
All ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9-1.
I don't
Okay.
think it would be, but I'm trying to be.
I'm confident.
Okay.
And
We're gonna
if-
set that up. That would be fun.
If she sets it up and she beats me, I'll accept it. I will say she's the greatest WNBA player of all time.
Okay, well, let's not get crazy.
Oh. Yeah. Now, if you had a shootout, just a 3-point contest with the average NBA or WNBA player,
Yeah, I'm winning for sure.
you think you win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the average. No, but
I'm
Kayla Clark, she doesn't miss a whole lot. So
No,
I
she
don't know. That'd
doesn't.
be and
If it was just the average.
Sabrina almost beat Steph.
Yeah.
So, but the average, yeah, I think I'd be all
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate your thoughts on that.
right.
With the talk of kids though this week, Brooke's getting a new kid.
Yeah.
I have 2 of them. We're gonna go over a little bit of the childhood memories in our top 5 blind rankings. And Dan,
Yes.
he's been wanting me to cue this up. Top 5 blind rankings, Dan. Okay.
Thank you, Dan.
Little.
Top 5 Blind.
What we're going to be talking about today, top 5 blind rankings. I'm going to give Brooks top 5 childhood snacks.
Yeah.
Okay. And Brooks is going to give me top 5 childhood TV shows. Or is it shows? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cartoons.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay. All based out of the early 2000s, because that's when we were children. So, who would like to go first?
I'll give you the first 5. Okay. Your first cartoon.
First cartoon.
Undeniable. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah.
This is a layup.
I think it's a layup, and you got to put it at 1
Has to
for
be.
me. It has to be. There are like shows in the moment that I'd probably watch over SpongeBob, like, and we'll see, like, just in the moment. But overall,
Okay.
SpongeBob, it has to be.
Okay.
It's still going. They're still making episodes.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
wild. So,
Number 2, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. Didn't watch a whole lot of it,
Okay.
but when I did, it was a great time.
Okay. Sheen is one of the best characters in cartoon history.
Is he the short round one?
No,
Or is
that's
he's
is his name Fred? I think.
I don't know, but
But,
he's the taller guy then.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
yeah, tall and skinny.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. They made a great trio.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
But what were you saying his name was? Or you don't remember?
Or no, it's Carl.
Carl. Yes, Carl. That's
Yeah.
right. Because I didn't watch it a lot, it's gonna fall a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
And I think I'm gonna have to put it at 4.
4. Okay.
4. It can't be at 5.
Okay.
So 4.
Next one. Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, that's 2. That would be
Okay.
the show if I would
You'd rather
sometimes
watch
put
that?
it. I would sometimes put it over SpongeBob.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Just because Fairly Odd Parents is just a great show.
All right.
The magic behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Danny Phantom.
Yeah, another show I didn't watch a lot of.
Me either, to be honest. Yeah. Wasn't a whole lot.
I'm gonna have to put it at 5 simply because of that.
Okay. Understandable.
So yeah, and this is number 3.
Okay. Your last one. Rugrats.
Rugrats. See, I didn't watch that either. I would put
At all?
I would
Really?
I would push that up. I would put Rugrats at 5.
Okay.
push
So
that
what were
up.
you hoping to see then?
Fairly
Think
Odd
some other
Parents. Yeah, Fairly
Okay.
Odd Parents. I like that. Cartoon wise, I might just be missing some that I can't think of.
I was struggling too, honestly. Yeah.
I think those were the main.
Those top 3, like Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and SpongeBob. That was
SpongeBob.
really
yeah.
our childhood. That was it.
Yeah.
Static Shock, I would have added to my list. I like that.
I've
one.
never heard of that. Static Shock.
Yeah. Got to look that up. That's fun. Yeah.
Now Cartoon Network's a whole different story as well.
I can't remember if that was on Cartoon Network or not. I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Now when they did the little crossover episode between Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron, that was great.
awesome.
That was a
Yeah,
great
it was
time.
Yes.
I could rewatch that any day of the week.
Yeah, it was super cool.
But here we go. Going down the list here. Top 5 snacks as a kid. Personally, still love all of these. Okay? So I wouldn't say they haven't transferred into our adult years.
Okay.
But we probably have left some of this in the
Gotcha.
past.
Okay.
Number 1, and one that we brought to the future here. Gushers.
Oh, man. As a kid, that was a staple.
It really was.
Without knowing what else is on the list, I'm gonna go 2. I mean, that was high, man. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I still do. It's just not quite the level that they used to be.
Yeah. I love them.
Yeah.
Let's hit you here with this is actually a drink.
Okay.
And this is a Capri Sun.
Oh man.
Any flavor.
I'm just wondering what else you're gonna have on here because I'm like strictly thinking as a kid, right?
Yeah, as a kid.
One. I mean,
It
they
has
were
to
my
be.
favorite. Yes. One. I
They
still
were
I still
beautiful.
drink them now. They were awesome, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the
But
problem is now you need about 4 or 5 of them to
Yeah, they
actually
just
get your thirst.
yeah, yeah. Not enough.
Here's one. I didn't have it too much as a kid, but when I did, a great time.
Okay.
Dunkaroos.
I'm gonna say just based on what else could be on here, I'm gonna go 4.
Okay.
I just didn't have them that much. Kind of like
Yeah.
you said. I like them though. Yeah, just didn't have much.
I'm gonna leave that one for last. Let's just go ahead and throw up Pop-Tarts.
I'm wondering if you're going to get me here though. If you're leaving one for the last one, because man, I loved Pop Tarts. That was like that was my breakfast growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Walking out the door. Still now today, I walk out the house with Pop Tarts a lot of time.
Favorite flavor?
Strawberry. That's just
Strawberry.
the go-to.
You're just a goat.
Just the go-to.
Fruit one.
Yeah. I do like brown sugar a lot, but strawberry is just the classic. I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3 there.
Okay.
This number 5 might mess me up.
It might mess you up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I figured. I love Pop Tarts.
At number 5, maybe you're not though. Maybe you didn't like these, but these were always the goat. You pick these up going to a field trip. Lunchables.
Oh,
Are you okay with that?
I am.
Okay.
Because they can be hit and miss. They can be hit and miss. Like there was a few that like awesome, and they were always in the lunch bag. I mean, they were always in there. But there was a few like the pizza one. Wasn't a huge fan. That might be really controversial.
I think that is controversial.
Because I think that was like everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
didn't
love it that much.
What was your favorite one then?
Honestly, really just whatever one had the Hershey bar in it, I was happy. And the Hershey bar, the Oreos in it, I was good.
Crunch bars always seem to make their way in there. And I was a little disappointed in Crunch bars.
Yeah.
Like any other candy would have been great.
That new Lunchley that they have with like Logan Paul's, that's it's bringing some nostalgia back. It's pretty cool.
It is.
Because some Lunchables, did they used to have the Capri Suns in them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they would have a Capri Sun, the
and
chocolate bar usually.
Bar. Yeah.
And then you would have.
It was awesome. It was.
I was personally a nachos and cheese kind of guy.
Yes,
with the salsa.
that was
usually I would throw the salsa
out
because I wasn't a big salsa guy back in the day.
Yeah.
Or the ham and cheese. I always liked those as well. But
yeah, those crackers were good.
So, good time.
That was a good list.
It's kind of weird to think about how our kids are going to grow up, what they're going to grow up in.
Yeah.
You know, what they're going to be their childhood snacks.
Yeah.
But, well, guys, hope you enjoyed that episode. Got a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
A little bit about fatherhood.
Yeah.
WNBA talks and NBA talks.
Yep.
Not in the way that you would expect.
Yeah.
And some childhood snacks, top 5 blind ranking.
Yeah.
And TV shows, cartoons.
Yep.
We hope you guys enjoyed it. Check us out on social media. By the way, 100 followers on Instagram. Thank you to whoever. I don't know who it was. I can't check and see who followed me.
It doesn't let us see it. So if you know, tell us.
If you know, comment down below. Yeah. Tell us on Instagram. It'd be appreciated. I'd love to shout you out because that's our first milestone on Instagram. Almost to 100 on YouTube, though. And, I do see the analytics on these YouTube videos, and I do see that most of these people are not following us.
So if they would, we can get to 100.
We can get to 100.
Yes.
Very easily.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, at least just subscribe. That's all we're asking. That'd be nice.
It's completely free. If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah. Ready? Right? Just like that. Just like that's all it takes.
Yep.
Boom. You're subscribed.
Right, man.
But we appreciate you guys, and hope that you guys have a great week. And hopefully, we'll see you guys next week. So, see you later.